Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Live from the Lesson Studio tonight. Today we're going to take a look at how we can play with this chord progression I just created. We're working on playing the minor pentatonic scale with modal enhancements. Okay, so it's E minor pentatonic with some extra notes added to it to make it sound a little better. So I kind of created this chord progression the other day and I thought it was pretty neat. So let's take a look at what I'm doing here, how we're going through the chords. So I'm starting with this E minor chord. It's actually E5, like that. It's a power chord. And then I'm taking off my first finger and playing a D in the bass, to a C in the bass, to a B in the bass. So basically it's E5, E5 with D, which is the 7, E5 with C, E5 with B. Now this motion's pretty cool. Basically it's kind of emulating this thing called an Andalusian cadence, which is sort of the way that minor progressions progress down from the root note. But I'm doing it with just the bass note. Then I went to A minor next, but I played an A minor 9 like this. With the third in the bass here, the 7th in the bass, I'm sorry, like that. Then I played this F7 minor, F7, F sharp 11 over A. That's what it is, F sharp 11 over A, and then a B7 chord. Well, that's kind of an abrupt change there, but I wanted to go to B7 so I could swing back around to the 1 chord of E again. But what's cool about this progression I came up with is the bass line goes like this. I think it's kind of beautiful. I'll probably make this into a backing track for all of you to jam on. And who knows, it might make its way to a record someday. I think that's a cool progression. And that's crying for Lydian scale. And then this B7 chord. So I did that twice, and then the third time, I changed it up a little bit. The third time I did, instead of doing the A minor, I played C major 7. It goes in the other direction. Then I played G over B. Then I borrowed this chord from a remote key. It's a B flat 6. Kind of like a Jimmy Page thing. From there to B7. So the bass line there goes like. That's cool, right? So you can hear that bass line. Here's the progression. So what do we play over top of this progression? Well, I'm playing E Aeolian, but I'm not playing it like a mode. So this is a big thing for me. It's all over Bold Horizon, the most recent record I made, where I play the pentatonic scale, but I treat it like a mode, right? So if I just played a scale like this, that's okay, but it kind of sounds like I'm going up and down a scale, which I kind of like in a way. But you got to play pretty fast for that to work. It's got to be like this tempo at 95 beats a minute, I think. 16th notes don't really sound super impressive. If I go like, so I got to play like 16 of the 6 tuplets, like. That kind of sounds better, but to me it sounded like shreddy. Not that I wouldn't do that, but I don't know if necessarily it's the most artistic way to approach playing the solo over this. So what I'm doing is I'm playing the pentatonic scale. Well, there, it's not going to work there. I'll get to that in a second. If I go like this, it's all working. It's all inside. This note's not going to work. This one either. So, what I'm doing is I'm playing, oh, by the way, I'm playing with my Fractal Audio FM9. I have to say this every time because I love this thing. I've got the Bogner amplifier model, which is what, help me out here, Toto, Steve Lukather kind of sound. It's a very tight sounding distortion. And for my distortion pedal, I'm using the Andy Timmons BB Pre. So it's like an Andy Timmons model of a distortion pedal. Pretty cool. The clean sound is a Fender Twin, so it's just a very clean Fender sound underneath. That's this. But as clean as it gets. There's a little bit delay and some multi-delay. Everything's set to 94 beats a minute, I believe. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing the pentatonic scale, but I'm going to add these Aeolian notes back in. Let's do this. Let's get out of here and put on a cleaner sound for the moment so I can really kind of express this. So if I play like this, it always makes me think of like The Godfather or something. So if you look at Santana when he goes, that's kind of what he's doing there. So I do this all the time. I love that sound. The first riff for Bold Horizon, it's actually, there's the F sharp note right there. Now here I grabbed the C sharp. That's kind of indicating a Dorian sound for a moment. But the idea of this, there's that note. So I'm playing pentatonic, but I'm not really thinking pentatonic. Playing in that note, I can feature that note, the F sharp. Almost sounds like a D chord, doesn't it? That's D minor, but almost like D and an E combined together. E minor. Kind of sounds like that. So if I played E minor and D minor together, I could get the same sound if I go like. Remember, chords and scales are the same thing. Scales are seconds and chords are thirds. So we can look at that both ways. You can approach these musical concepts in different ways. You can approach them with pentatonic scales, like I'm doing right now. You can approach them with modes, or you can approach them with arpeggios, or substitute pentatonic scales for that matter. So there's lots of ways to do the same exact thing, this sound. And in the modal enhancement notes, there's one of them. That's pretty cool. So the F sharp note's added in there. If I play D7, I get the second modal enhancement note, which is this C note. So if I go like this, if I play, it's the same sound. So basically D7 and E minor combined together equal the D and the E Aeolian mode. But again, I don't want to run up and down the scale. I think that sounds kind of contrived to just go up and down the scale. So I could try these chords. I could go, that sounds pretty cool. Oh, that was a bad note. So, now the way I like to do it, the better way to do it maybe, is to play the scale, but then find your F sharp notes or your C notes, a tritone, and add those in. So do like this. There they are. Now that one note right there, if I go through this chord progression again, this, this, now this chord here, that's an F sharp 11 over A. This whole thing is not going to work on that chord because it has an F natural note, not F sharp. So we got to try move that down a half step. You can outline an F chord if you wanted to, just simply play that, or you can play the same scale, or you could go to Phrygian for a moment, which is this. It's only for 2 beats, I guess. And then over this note here, this B7 chord, over that chord, we can't play minor pentatonic really either for that one because it's got these other notes added in. So for that moment there, you got to do something different. So you can play a B7 arpeggio. You can play E harmonic minor like this. Because the harmonic minor, as I always say on this channel, outlines the raised fifth, this B7 chord. So for a second there, I could be harmonic minor. That might be the simplest way to approach it. You can also play any of the jazz harmonic minor modes, like you could play like Lydian dominant, like that kind of sounds cool. So if I play over top of this, over those 2 chords, you'll notice I do something different. I'll play out this little box right here so you can see it. And here comes that note. This note. Now we're back to Aeolian again. F, B7. Now this thing I just did right there is really important. That's called the bebop leap. This is a jazz concept. If I play B7 here like this, here's B7, like this chord, right? I'm going to play this note, which is the 3rd of B, and I'm going to jump up to the flat 9 like this, go back to the B. It's just a jazz thing. So if I'm going like, if I were to be playing Autumn Leaves, I would definitely do that. Little motion right there, that sounds good. Simple phrases in E minor. It's an F note. Let's do the E minor D thing. Doing 2 triads there. Here's the F chord. It's B7. Okay, so let's try this with a little more gain now. Let's see what happens. So if you got more gain, you kind of like let it sing a little bit. Find that F note. Harmonic minor. Let's try to cook a little bit, like look at the So again, what I'm doing is playing E minor, E7. I'll go over these chords again for you if you want to try to do this backing track on your own. E5, like this. Then a D in the bass. To C in the bass. To B in the bass. A minor 9. E minor 9 over G. These are like Randy Rhoads chords. This F sharp 11 over A to B7. Second passage was E5, E5 over D, E5 over C, E5 over B, and A minor 9 like this. I think I did this one. Kind of like the Neil Schon chord like that, and then G6 like this. E7. The third passage was this. I did C major 7. G over B. B flat 6. B7. And again it was like third time is. So I'll probably make this into a backing track at some point to go on the channel because I think it's pretty slick. All right, well, thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully you learned some stuff along the way. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel, Learn Drew Bentley Guitar. There's tons of lessons over there. If there's anything you want me to do on these live streams, just leave a comment in the comment section down below. I love to kind of interact with everybody, and hopefully I'll see you at the next one. Thank you so much.